Right now, officials in Maryland are working with the military to develop a plan to reopen the port of Baltimore following that deadly bridge collapse.
It comes one day after divers recovered the bodies of two of the victims. Meanwhile, search efforts have been put on pause for the other four workers who are presumed to be dead. Griff Jenkins has the latest.
Days after a ship strike caused a Baltimore bridge to collapse, parts of the structure remain in the Patapsco River. The Coast Guard says barges carrying cranes are making their way to the Francis Scott Key Bridge to begin the process of removing metal and concrete. Divers recovered the bodies of two victims on Wednesday and are expected to return to the site once the debris is cleared.
This work is not going to take days. This work is not going to take weeks. We have a very long road ahead of us.
Meanwhile, Maryland officials hope removing the debris will allow them to reopen the channel and once again move ships through the port. According to ship tracker Marine Traffic, at least 10 vessels have had to reroute to other ports in recent days, while Carnival Cruise Line says it is temporarily moving its Baltimore operations to Norfolk, Virginia, and bracing for a $10 million earnings loss this year.
You know, the port's kind of the industrial heartbeat of Baltimore. You know, it's what puts the majority of the blue-collar workers in Baltimore to work.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg met with shipping and supply chain partners on Thursday to come up with alternative plans for ships needing another place to dock.
Maybe using the expeditionary fast transport that the military uses to deploy military units around the globe and force projection.
Meanwhile, NTSB officials say a full investigation into the collision could take up to 2 years. In Baltimore Harbor, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
The Biden administration wants to make sure government agencies aren't misusing artificial intelligence. New rules say those agencies must publish a list of the AI systems they're using and verify there is no danger to people's rights or safety. They also have until December to come up with safeguards on all uses of AI, from facial recognition at airports to tools that help control the power grid.
A Georgia judge now has to decide whether to dismiss the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Trump and his co-defendant David Schaefer say they should not face charges based on the First Amendment. Their attorneys arguing it falls under core political speech. The Fulton County prosecutors say that decision should be up to a jury. It's not clear when we could get a ruling about the future of the case.
Tomorrow is the day family and friends plan to lay college student Riley Strain to rest. He's the 22-year-old who went missing after a night out in Nashville. His body was discovered last week in the Cumberland River. Police say the evidence at this point suggests Riley's death was accidental. His autopsy hasn't been released because police are still waiting on the toxicology report. Riley Strain will be laid to rest in his hometown of Springfield, Missouri.